Hi everybody, it's Bill Gilliland with Action Coach here with this week's Action Coach Business Profile. And this week we're here with Melissa Rulli of Eye on Your Home. So Melissa, tell us a little bit about you first, and then a little bit about how you got into Eye on the Home and what that's all about.
Okay, well, let's see. I've been here for 20 years and I've had many different types of businesses, restaurant, roofing company, became a real estate agent, and when the market crashed, I became a residential property manager. During the midst of that, I decided that I loved all my grateful owners, but I could do without the tenancy and the negativity. Therefore, I did some research and found out that we live in the 9th location in America for second homeowners. So, Eye on Your Home was born. I decided that I would cater to them, make everything happen upon maintenance, emergencies, and just anything they need. My personal motto is, what can I do to make your life easier? And that's my job. So second homeowners are my babies. It therefore grew to other avenues because I'm a licensed realtor. I catered to my fellow realtors by helping them get homes sale ready, rent ready. I facilitate everything from painting to new asphalt driveways. I also cater to a niche market of vacation rentals by owners. These people live out of state. They own a home here. They want to now put it on Verbo and take care of it themselves. And instead of paying for a full-service vacation rental company, I basically am their make it happen girl. We do everything from their flips to their maintenance. So yeah, and local owners too. I cater to help them by when they go away on long-term vacations, to fixing that leaky roof that they haven't bothered to fix. I kind of make it go away. Yeah, so quite a lot. I have my own internal cleaning company. We keep that in-house for the intimacy of what we do, but everything else I facilitate.
Wow, you sound like a busy lady.
I am.
So who's your ideal prospect?
My second homeowner who lives out of state, whether that be Florida or Texas, or I have people from Canada, Michigan, who own a home here and they play with it however they deem necessary throughout the year. Some people, 6 months, they lock up and they go home and that's the end of it. Other people just come and dabble throughout the year whenever it's convenient for their lifestyle. My ideal goal when starting this was to basically let them come home, turn the key, and play and enjoy the luxury of owning this second home. Rather than come home and go, oh, the gutters are full and the landscaping needs some support. I want them to enjoy this opportunity to have this privilege, and that's what I do. And they really do become my best friends. I love it. Yeah.
So do you have different levels of service, or how do you work with the different kinds of homes and the kinds of homeowners and the kinds of different services that you're providing?
Well, obviously due to the variety of clients I have, if we talk about just the second homeowners being primarily my babies, I set this company up to be their new best friend in Asheville. And that's really what it comes down to. It's all relationship based. We're talking beautiful homes, big investments, and I don't believe in programs. I don't lock them into a management agreement. I don't accept a retainer. Apparently, I know people who do what I do, charge that. I'm set up to give them what they want throughout the whole entire month. And at the end of the month, I bill them for what I do. If they don't need me that month, then there's no invoice. I am really excited about the growth of this company. We live, like I said, in the 9th location in America for them. And I obviously personally can't take care of all of them. And I have just started franchising this company. So
wow, talk more about that.
Well, yeah, it's really exciting. There is no national franchise in America for second home management like this, and I plan on being that. And basically right now I'm going through the process and legalities of creating that Eye on Your Home franchise in a box, so to speak, to sell to other people out there in Western North Carolina as well as nationally. Yeah.
So for folks who might want to get into this kind of business as a franchisee, what is going to be included in your system?
Everything from learning how to target the second homeowner market, to how to service them, how to acquire the vendors. The vendors are my backbone. When I, for an example, walk into a home in the cliffs only last February, and the temperature was about 55 2 weeks prior. I walk in the home 2 weeks later, and it's 96 degrees. My job is to go, we need to get this fixed immediately, and to have that specific heating and cooling company that will jump when I make the phone call to say, I have an emergency, I need you to be here now. That's what's crucial. And so to teach them to develop those relationships and keep what I call the Melissa Circle of Life active and effective and responsible is huge.
So you mentioned that you had an in-house cleaning company as part of your staff. What do you have other staff, or what's your team look like?
At the moment, I handle all the property management end, and I have a small team that do the cleaning. We do everything from once a week cleaning to second homeowner calling and saying, hey, we're coming to town, can you have it ready for us when we get there? Or the vacation rentals. I have clients who send me a calendar that says, okay, these are all the bookings for the month of November, December, January. And they get plugged in, and then we orchestrate the cleaning after they leave. I also do, for an example, I have an owner in Champion Hills right now in Flat Rock, which is a beautiful community, as we all hopefully know. And this gentleman from Seattle just bought the home, and they had a huge punch list of things that needed to be done prior to showing up here 2 weeks ago. So when they walked in the door, we have carpet ripped out, decking ripped out, landscaping, trees removed. And so they have entered a small remodel project, which actually, now that the wife showed up in town, it's not a small remodel project anymore. So we have ripped out the master bathroom as well. So, and then I help put that all back
So you
together.
do have team, you have contractors and HVAC people and people like that. So talk a little bit about the circle of team that you've built. Yeah.
Any single thing that affects a home is who I'm involved with, from ducts cleaning to asphalt driveways to roofers. I really work strategically on finding at least 2-3 per need for a home, so to speak, so that, obviously, if one painter is busy, I've got another wonderful backup. And then, of course, geographically, that they're in the right area to do the job. And then also they'll answer my phone call and make it happen when I need them.
Perfect. So what else would you like to tell the folks out there in this area?
That, it's a niche that people don't realize is out there that really need the support. There are so many communities with an abundance of second homeowners, if we want to talk about that particular clientele. And that, for them to lock up and hope for the best, well, things happen to our home when it's empty. Trees fall in the winter, pipes freeze. Well, not if I'm in charge of it, because the water wouldn't be flowing. But there's preventative maintenance, there's regular maintenance, and they can't just come home to this home and have it neglected. A home that is out of sight, out of mind is exactly what that is.
If someone wanted to get in touch with you, how would they get in touch with Melissa?
They can call me at 828-707-1116, or they can go to my website at www.eyeonyourhome.net and reach out and just see what I can do to help them out. And we will talk about your individual needs.
Tell me one more thing. How does it work with individual homes? Are you checking on them regularly, or is that something that is it set up on a schedule, or how does that work?
Good question. It is actually, I set this up to, honestly, every owner is different. They're unique, how they use it, how they play with it. What do they want? I can't tell somebody what offers them peace of mind. For somebody that might be, if they're gone for 6 months straight, they need to know once a week everything is okay. Who am I to say that's right, wrong, or otherwise? Or they might say, I'm okay once a month, go check on it. So I basically sit down with the client and find out, what they're all about, what gives them the satisfaction of, knowing what condition their home is. It's not for me to offer my opinion. I can make suggestions, and then it comes down to what do they need. And I set it up that way. And then sometimes, they might start with once a month, and then they might call and say, the weather's not so good, or could you bump that to twice a month? Fine. I do whatever they need, and I give them whatever they need. That's my job.
So how has being a realtor helped you with your second home management business?
Tremendous. A few things. We're all on our path in life through our work to bring us to where we are. That just comes with maturity too. I think that being a realtor, I've worked with enough of them to know, no offense to my fellow realtors, but a lot of them put a for sale sign in the driveway and they hope for the best and they don't stop by very often. Owners are calling saying, hey, how's the house? Have you seen it lately? They don't have the relationship with the vendors to make things happen yesterday. I've gone to a lot of realtor offices and talked to the brokers in charge and said, the expectation has always been put on a realtor to maintain a home that is vacant. The honest truth is that their job is to work on sales and marketing in that home, not getting the gutters emptied. So at the door, if we educated the client as to the expectations in our individual jobs and how we can actually help keep this home up to par, then we do a better job and an owner wouldn't blink about it. They were like, okay, I in your home can manage it and the realtor can work on selling it. And together it can be in the most possible, beautiful condition possible for the market.
Tell us, you've been doing this a little while now. Mm-hmm. Tell us what's the most interesting thing that's actually happened to you, or maybe what's the biggest thing you've learned through managing and running this business?
Oh goodness, that's a good question. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I find that the relationship built with the second homeowners is really seriously friendship and trust. And I've had clients, I'm the who do I know girl. I've had a client, my very first client, called me one time and said, Melissa, where do I get bulbs? I'm like, bulbs? Light bulbs? Flower bulbs? What's he talking about? And he said, flower bulbs. And I was like, okay, well, where are you right now? And he said, oh, I'm such and such location. Asheville, just came, landed from Canada. And I said, oh, okay, well, you need to go such and such place. And he was like, okay, thanks, great girl, and hangs up the phone. That's honestly the relationships that is evoked, and I love that.
Was that expected or unexpected?
No, totally unexpected.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think for me, I get really protective. I've only had one home that has been broken into in 5 years, and it was pretty upsetting. I'm like, oh, this is my baby, one of my babies, know. And so my job is to secure it and make it better as fast as possible. But it's the relationships. I love it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So tell us again how people would get in touch with Melissa.
Well, you can call me directly, 828-707-1116. And I'm open to any questions you have or support I can give you, always.
Perfect. Thanks for coming in today. Really enjoyed our conversation.
Thank you.